Hello and welcome to Wonder.wander Homeschool. My name is Shauna and I am going to be going over how our school year has been going for my second grader. I had a lot of questions on this curriculum because it's a new one for me as well that I could not find very many reviews on. So I tried to do a pre-review. It seemed really complicated. It's a little less complicated now, so let's just dig into it, and I will start with that to see how her school year curriculum is going. All right, so we have English lessons through literature, which I have it marked where we're going. We've been reading through The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, so you just kind of read the amount for the day, nice and simple, and each section focuses on a different part of grammar. So like name and initials is for this one. We haven't done that yet. We are doing, if we leave, let's see, we're talking about quotations here. She learned about quotations, and it talks about why you do quotations, why you do the, comma before the quotation, and why you would have it not over the said the lion part. So we went over that. We also read another poem. We're not memorizing this one because you want to make, the whole goal of this is to memorize each poem as they memorize them and then move on to the next one. But we do read them, and I explain them and talk to her about them. And then she does the exercise. So for this one, in her copy workbook, or I can just talk with her now, at least for this part, I said, we cannot be far from the road of yellow brick. And whenever I said a noun, she yelled out road, noun, yellow brick, brick, I said, tell me what the noun is. And so that was really great for her. It's making sure that she is getting involved, and it seems like she's really catching on to it. It's been very gentle, which has been great for her. She's had a lot of stress related to language arts. So it's great to kind of take a little bit of that off and see her actually enjoying it more. Then we have, so for copy work, it has a different copy work suggestion for each day. And we got a little behind on that because our schedule's been a little crazy. But I've just had her I think we caught up today. I've just been having her just do it at her best that she can do. And yeah, so then there's also this part, which would be like the grammar part. So it was like, if this was part, let's see, that part would be telling her to put the quotations in. No, not that part. That would be, for example, there you go. So when she was a few days ago, she was underlining the nouns, the proper nouns. We talked a lot about proper nouns and the difference between that and a common noun. And she drew a picture of that part of the book. And then just more copy work that she just has. They do recommend doing it in the morning and the evening. That has not happened. So I just am having to be her copy work for the day. And so far, it's been fine. I don't feel like it's been too much for her to do. And it's been really helping her catch on to, spacing and punctuation that she forgets. We've also been doing the reading and spelling through literature book 2. So, this is overall pretty simple. It's really not as much as I thought. I thought it was a lot more complicated, and it's really not. So highly recommend it. This is the older version, so it's going to look more like that for this level. The fronts of the books, they just changed it. And then this is the reading and spelling through literature because I want to try to help her. So far, we have not gone into the spelling part yet, or the reading part. They have it, but they do have it where once you learn all of the different phonograms, then, sorry for the shaking of this swing, then it should be able to help them know which sound and what phonogram it's going to be. Like it underlines the EA, knowing that's an EA team. And so that's going to be great when she gets there. Right now, it says for the first 3 weeks to go over just the phonogram so she knows them. So we have these. We've gotten, and I've just written them on note cards that we can go over later. And so far she knows most of them already. It's more her struggle is just remembering when it's in a book and in reading format to remember and recognize it. So we'll see how this works on just learning this first, going over it. And then once we get to the end of these kind of more difficult ones to remember, we'll see if she applies these to her reading. I think that this is probably the best way for her. It's pretty gentle. And we'll see how the reading goes. I'll have to do another update once we finally get to the reading part of this and the spelling part. We've also been going through books. These books have been fantastic. The level 2 readers for her, that's kind of where she's at. I love the way they have it guided. She's kind of close to level 3, but not quite confident yet. And I think she's really enjoyed having a plot. This was a really fun, cute book, and she did not cry during this book, which is a huge plus. She's been getting frustrated and crying, and that's why I've been wanting to work at being so gentle with reading for her, because I want her to love reading and not despise it. And then also, this is for Kate Snow, 2nd grade. She's been doing pretty well. She still does get a lot of numbers mixed up and backwards, but she's able to get to the problems. She just needs a lot of guided help, and hopefully that'll be something that she just warms up to. She has a hard time if you go from 5, okay, what's next? 5, what comes next? And she kind of freezes up. So we're continuing to work on that. I have a number chart for her that I let her use as long as she's going to need it. These I know will help her. We just haven't had a lot of morning time with our schedule lately. But this is exactly what she needs to practice, is the number lines, remembering what's before and after, rather than just trying to do the problem, because then she kind of freezes up. Her tens place and ones place, she just needs to get a little bit more foundation on. And I think that just might be something that just takes time for her. So like with all kids, they all learn at different paces, and I just have to remember to slow down with some of them more than others. And I'm sure I've been told that with math, if they're struggling a little bit at the number lines and all that stuff while they're younger, sometimes when they get into formulas that they can just memorize and just, put in the numbers, when they get into like algebra and calculus, they're like, oh, this is fantastic, and they love it. So I'm hoping that's the case for her. I did okay with math. I was not a huge fan of math growing up. I had a few good teachers, but I also had some bad ones. So I didn't have a huge love for it, but Kate Snow is so gentle, and she has a lot of activities that help encourage their love of math to grow. And so I haven't quite seen it yet with this one. My oldest is getting it. We got to do we're doing reviewing areas and perimeters today. We were just we were making our own little gardens by doing the length and width, and that was really fun. It was like a game. We rolled a dice and we each took turns to try to fill up your garden all the way. So thank you for checking in. Hopefully this helped answer any questions. If you have any more questions about the curriculums, any of the curriculums on my videos, just comment and I will do my best to answer. And if it's enough on one topic, I will go and do another video on that. I hope you have a great time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great homeschool week.